For nearly 80 years, the global order has been controlled by a few. The US dollar became king, NATO ruled the skies, and the West wrote the rules. But now, a quiet revolution is brewing. Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa, and now nations like Iran, Saudi Arabia, Egypt, and Argentina are joining a rising coalition. BRICS Plus is no longer just an economic club. It's becoming a geopolitical force that threatens to upend Western dominance. But here's the real question. Can India use this shifting balance of power to shape a multipolar world? Or will we be caught in the crossfire of another Cold War? Let's dive in. Before we move forward, please like, subscribe, and share Strategic Vanguard, and be up to date with the latest news and happenings from the world of defense and strategic affairs. Tune into our video channels in Rumble and YouTube. And if you want to hear the audio version, please tune into Strategic Vanguard Deep Dive in Spotify. BRICS began as a dream of emerging economies. In 2001, the term BRIC was coined by Goldman Sachs. By 2009, it became a formal grouping: Brazil, Russia, India, China. And later in 2010, South Africa joined. These countries had one thing in common. They were tired of playing second fiddle in a system designed by the West. Together, BRICS accounted for over 40% of the world's population and a quarter of global GDP. But coordination was limited. For years, BRICS summits were more about symbolism than substance, but that is changing fast. In 2024, BRICS formally invited 6 new countries to join: Saudi Arabia, Iran, Egypt, Ethiopia, the UAE, and Argentina. Some accepted, some hesitated, but the message was clear. This bloc was no longer just 5 nations. It was becoming a new axis of power. Energy giants like Saudi Arabia and Iran, strategic African partners like Ethiopia and Egypt, South American economies. BRICS Plus could soon control over 60% of the world's oil reserves. More than economic integration, this is about reshaping power and breaking free from Western institutions like the IMF and the World Bank. One of the biggest threats to Western dominance is the weaponization of the dollar. Sanctions, SWIFT bans, frozen assets. These tools have been used aggressively, especially after the Russia-Ukraine war. In response, BRICS Plus is accelerating moves toward de-dollarization, bilateral trade in local currencies, a proposed BRICS digital currency, sovereign payment systems. India has already begun rupee-real trade with Iran and rupee-ruble talks with Russia. But here's the challenge. Can BRICS create a real alternative to the dollar? Or will internal mistrust, especially between India and China, derail the plan? What if BRICS Plus becomes more than just an economic coalition? Can it become a geopolitical or even military counterbalance to NATO? While no official BRICS defense alliance exists, military cooperation is increasing. Russia and China conduct joint patrols. India participates in multilateral BRICS exercises. Iran and Russia share naval drills. However, India's position is complex. As a Quad member working closely with the US, Japan, and Australia, India can't afford to be seen as too close to China or Russia militarily. This raises the strategic question: can India bridge the East and the West, or will it be forced to choose sides? India's role in BRICS is unique. We are the only true democracy in the group, with rising economic and technological clout. We share concerns with BRICS nations about Western dominance, but we are also wary of China's ambitions. India's doctrine of strategic autonomy has helped us maintain deep ties with Russia for defense, expand trade with the West, push for reforms in global bodies like the UN. In BRICS Plus, India must ensure China doesn't dominate the bloc. The group remains truly multipolar, not Sinocentric. The Global South benefits from India's digital public infrastructure model, not China's surveillance state. The big picture is this. BRICS Plus represents the Global South's demand for a seat at the table. Whether it's the UN Security Council, IMF voting rights, or WTO trade rules, the old system no longer reflects today's world. But reform is hard. The West won't surrender control easily. So BRICS Plus must build alternatives, not just protest existing structures. New financial institutions like the New Development Bank, interconnectivity projects across Asia, Africa, and Latin America, digital and military tech collaboration. So can BRICS Plus break Western hegemony? Not immediately, but the foundation is being laid. For India, the path forward is clear. Champion a multipolar world. Avoid military entanglements, but push for economic reform. Lead the Global South in technology, development, and democratic values. The world is no longer unipolar. It is not yet multipolar. But with vision and strategy, India could be the axis around which the new order spins. The time is now. If you found this deep dive valuable, share it with someone who needs to understand the real shift in global power. Comment your thoughts. Is BRICS Plus the future, or just another failed alliance? Subscribe for more defense and strategy content from an Indian perspective, only on Strategic Vanguard.